Hey guys, I'm Connor Fogg for those that don't know me in this class. In this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my internship over the summer with Tatra Banka in Bratislava, Slovakia. So, to start off, I'm going to go ahead and just start with the first question, the introduction of the company. Um, the company was it was different. The culture was different. Um, there was Tatra Banka where I spent my summer working is the third largest bank in in Europe, and they have 55,000 employees and work with 17 different countries. So unlike some of the other banks, Tatra Banka is quite different. Um, the first thing that I noticed about this bank was the elegance and the class and style that come along with it whenever I got there. Um, it was a tall glass type building structure, very unique. It was located right next to the president's palace, which was rather cool. But with this level of fanciness, what I would consider intimidation, um, they had a lot of struggles and boundaries and stuff to jump through to get the public on board with their goals. So that's kind of where us as interns come in and help this by talking and going over some of the things that they might be wanting to fix in the future. Um, this this bank is mainly known for serving. Uh, they called the elite and rich. Um, it's expensive. Um, Everything about it is elegant. So that was one of the problems that they had over and over again was there was no market for the middle class or lower class people. So over time they developed a new bank, and this new bank would serve as the middle grounds between the elite and rich and the middle and lower class. The idea of this allowed the two joint banks to come together as one and capture the entire market, which I thought was a rather unique idea and something that I haven't seen much before, and implemented right could be very successful. Um, this market strategy got my attention. Um, I guess to the point that I think bringing it to America could really actually be successful, and I kind of talked with him about that. But one thing about Raiffeisen, that's the second bank that they partnered, kind of joined together as one. One thing that really is different about them is their willingness to serve. They serve their customers. They're family oriented bank. One of the things they say is you can bring your dog in the bank with you with an ice cream cone. Um, they're they're there to help you, there to serve you. They don't. There's no hidden gimmicks. It's all just open, and it's very simplistic marketing, and everything about the bank itself is simple. So I think that's a lot of why that bank itself is so successful, and the two of them together as one is successful. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next question. Why did I choose this company in particular to do the internship? Um, there wasn't a real particular reason I chose uh, Tatra Banka or Raiffeisen. I chose to do my internship at this company because I got the opportunity, and quite frankly, it was unique and unlike many other internships that I could have found in the States. Um, I wanted my resume once graduating to stand out apart from the rest of people in my major, and I figured this would be one of those things that might help do that. I believe this internship helped me do that, and apart from that, I have family in the banking industry, so that kind of leaned me more toward something along banking, and I've considered taking that down as a job once graduating. Um, so the third question, your job duties and responsibilities. This one was kind of different than most internships. This internship was only a week long, and we didn't have very many duties or jobs to carry out during the day. Our days mostly consisted of meetings with the managers and bosses of different departments throughout the day. Uh, these advisors, sitting down with these advisors, we would sit there and we would talk about the company and its strategies for certain goals and how it's done in the past and how it might meet those in the future. And we averaged around 3 to 4 meetings every day, depending upon which branch of the bank we were at, because Tatra Banka was one branch, and it was the main part was located kind of in the town center, and then we had to drive about 5 miles to get to Raiffeisen through taxi. So it just depended on where we were located during the day as to how many meetings we had. I did find this unique, even though we didn't have very many opportunities. We did get to talk to some very important people and people in charge that run the bank, and even though we didn't get to handle money or work with accounts or customers, we were always asked questions about our opinion and how the bank should improve or how the bank could improve things, and that this feedback was like basically what we liked, what we didn't like, and I really think that meant a lot, and they were honestly looking for an opinion on how they could change and better help interns in the future and better help serve their customers. So, uh, the next question, what you did weekly. This internship, like I said before, was only a week long, so uh, our only job was to give feedback, and we weren't given many duties. So, number five, some of your reflections or defining moments from this job. One thing, looking back, that definitely stands out was their idea of nothing nothing's ever good enough. One thing that I seen in just in a quick glimpse, like uh, their their bosses, and they had certain levels of I guess you could say employment. Like you had your seniors, you had your uh, almost, I mean, you had certain levels and you had to work to get there, and it wasn't just given to you. And once you got there, you didn't get seniority or I guess you could say tenure to the point where whatever you did, you wouldn't get fired. No, you always had somebody below you that was working harder or trying to work harder to take your position, and that's one thing that they talked about that really kept the entire company working and striving harder to I guess become better, because they always had the chance of not necessarily losing their job, but I guess somebody better than them coming up and taking over. So it was a strive for perfection type environment. Another thing that really caught my attention was their main goal for capturing the market. There was a bunch of other banks there while we was there that just didn't seem to fit the bill, or didn't make it, or were just just a normal bank that you would see here in the States that aren't just really capturing the market. But we talked about in the meetings, it's an important role in business to stay effective in today's continually competitive markets. And the idea that they took and the leap that they took to build two different complete companies and somehow find them to merge together as one to be able to capture the market was unique and something I think that they've done excellent. And I think that's really what has set them apart from everyone else. And I really look to see them excel in the future from this. Mm, Number six, how this job related to your major and what knowledge you use from other courses. This job, I mean, it's along the finance. I've had finance classes. I used a lot of my management, basic management courses on managing, the idea of managing people and effective business and marketing. I've had marketing and you know, a business can't be effective without effective employees or without uh, willing customers or without a good marketing strategy. And all these things come together in this company, and you can see that they've worked tremendously hard to make all this work as one. And I think that's one thing that really stood out that I seen, and that's something that my classes in the past has showed me that I might not have seen otherwise. What did I love and what did I dislike about this? I really loved the chances that I had to meet the people that was in charge. Meeting with Dr. Lede, the CEO, was an absolutely amazing experience to get to sit and talk with him. Um, the culture, it was completely different than anything I'd ever seen or experienced. Before before then, I believed a large before before I got over there, I really didn't know what to expect. I thought that we would be sitting, behind a desk with some people talking. I really, I didn't know exactly what I was going to be expecting. And once I got over there, I realized that it was quite different. It took some time to get used to. Um, Apart from the internship, this is completely side note, but I had to brag about the food and the culture, over there. Um, it was Slovakia within itself. It was an amazing experience, and it's definitely somewhere I would go back. Um, if there was one thing that I didn't like while over there, would be the language barrier. Not everyone spoke English, and that made it rather difficult to communicate. So that that within itself isn't terrible. It's something you can get over. But on to number 8, would you consider a job in this field or with this company in the future? I would definitely consider a job in the field of banking. It's something that I've had interest in. I've found more interest in over this internship, and um, but I have to say I wouldn't probably work for this company in the future just because of where they're located. And I mean, if they were to come to the U.S. and work, I would consider it. But uh, it's just, I guess it's too far. But other than that, yeah, I greatly enjoyed my internship, and I felt like I have learned a whole lot about banking, um, finance, money, marketing, how to handle myself in a very business-like environment. And I feel like this internship's kind of helped lean me toward what I want to do once graduation and prepare me for the future. So that's it. Thanks.